TIA Portal essentially offers two different views, the Portal view and the Project view. The Portal view enables task-oriented working. The portals provide you with tools for the respective task. Depending on the selected portal, you can execute different actions. The contents of the selection window change based on the selected action. The project currently open is displayed in the bottom area. With the Project View button, you can change to the Project View. The Project View is a structured view of all the objects of a project. The project name is displayed on the title bar. The menu bar contains all the commands you need for working, and the toolbar below it makes the most important commands available via buttons. This allows you to access these commands more quickly. Project Tree or Project Navigation contains all the components and project data of a project. All the components can be opened from there, such as the program editor for a program block. The Reference Projects palette enables you to open other projects, write protected alongside the current project. This way, you can compare reference projects to the current project, for example. The Project View is a structured view of all the objects of a project. When you select an object in Project Navigation, the Details view displays relevant contents. You can drag objects from the Details view and drop them into the working area. In the working area, the center window, you can see the objects you've currently opened for editing, for example, from Project Navigation. Depending on the edited or selected object, different task cards will be displayed on the right-hand side in TIA Portal. With these task cards, you can execute other actions, such as inserting objects from a library or hardware components into the working area. In the Inspector window, additional information on a selected object or an executed action is displayed. All open editors are shown on the editor bar at the bottom. This enables you to quickly switch between the open editors. Editors of the same type can be grouped together using the button on the right. That's it for the overview. Now, let's take a look at some different areas in detail. You can see the menu bar and the most important commands as buttons on the toolbar here. By clicking the Open Project button, you can quickly open an existing project and then save it by clicking the Save Project button, for example. Using the toolbar, you can also compile your projects, load them into the device, and establish an online connection to the device. Archiving projects, on the other hand, is only possible using the menu bar. You can retrieve archived projects by clicking Open Project. In the dialog, then click Browse and select your project archive. Finally, you select the target directory in which the archived project should be extracted. As previously mentioned, Project Navigation Tree gives you access to all the components and project data of a project. You can group devices together for better clarity. Each device has its own folder with its configured name, which you can change at any time. Newly added distributed peripherals are stored in the Ungrouped Devices folder and can be moved to the groups you have created yourself. Distributed peripherals, which are not assigned to a distributed I/O module, are displayed as links in the Unassigned Devices folder. The Security Settings, Cross-Device Functions, Common Data, Documentation Settings, Languages and Resources, Version Control Interface, and Test Suite folders are for the overall project. The Online Access and Card Reader USB Memory folders are project independent. Each device has its own folder structure. For controllers, for example, there are the Software Units, Program Blocks, PLC Tags, and PLC Data Types folders required for programming. For an operating panel, on the other hand, the Screens, Screen Management, and HMI Tags folder are relevant. If you open one of these folders, the task-specific editor, that is, the view of a device, will appear in the working area. This could be the view of a drive, an operating panel, or a controller, for example. The task card on the right-hand side displays the associated hardware catalog for it at the same time. If you activate the filter function here, only the components suitable for the device are displayed. If you now open a program block, for example, the display in the working area changes from the device view to the programming editor, and the instructions will appear in the task card. This principle works in the exact same way for all objects and devices. The working area, task card, and inspector window always adjust automatically. Using the editor bar at the bottom edge of the screen, you can switch between the open editors as desired.